Hi everyone, today I'm going to discuss the 9 basic geometric construction. Construction in geometry means to draw shapes, angles, or lines accurately. This construction uses only compass, marker, and a straight edge, like what our mathematicians used in the past. Basic construction number 1, transferring a segment. First step is to draw a ray and make segment AB. Draw another line and make a point. In order to transfer a segment, use your compass to get its measure. Transfer it to the another line and strike an arc. And then you already transfer a segment. Basic construction number 2, bisect a line segment. First step is to make a line and set the length of the compass greater than half the length of our line. Then strike an arc. With the same measure of the compass, do the same thing on the other side. Having the 2 points of intersection, we will draw a line to bisect a line segment. Basic construction number 3, construct a perpendicular to a line at a point on the line. Draw a line and make point P. Set your compass and make 2 arcs both sides. Next is set the length of the compass greater than half the length of our line. Then strike an arc both sides. Having the intersection, draw a line that will be perpendicular to our segment AB. Next is basic construction number 4. Construct a perpendicular to a line from a point not on the line. First, draw a line in the point that is not on the line. Set your compass and strike it that will intersect twice your line. Label it as line segment AB. With the same measure of our compass, we're going to strike it again twice in order to have an intersection. Having the point of intersection, we're going to label it as point Q. Then we will draw a line from point P to Q. Then we already construct a perpendicular to a line from a point not on the line. We can also conclude that line segment AB is perpendicular to line segment PQ. Basic construction number 5, construct an angle bisector. First step is to make an angle and label it as angle B. Set your compass on the vertex and strike an arc both sides of the ray. We're going to label it as point A and point C. With the same measure of the compass, put the needle of the compass on point A and point C and strike it an arc in order to have an intersection. We already have point B as our intersection that will bisect our angle. We can therefore conclude that angle ABD is congruent to angle CBD. Basic construction number 6, copy an angle. First step is make an angle and label it as angle B. Next is to make a ray and label it as ray G. Next step is to get your compass, set the needle on the vertex and strike it both sides of the ray and label it as point A and point C. Since we're going to copy an angle, the same measure of the compass, we're going to strike it in our ray G. Next is set your compass between A and C to get its distance and make an arc in our ray G. Having the intersection, we can put point D and E and draw a line from it in order to copy the angle. Next is basic construction number 7. Construct a parallel to a line through a given point. First, draw an angle and label it as angle B. Next is to get your compass and set the needle of the compass on your vertex of the angle B and strike it on both sides of the angle, which will lead us to have point A and C. Let's put a point P here and do the same thing on what you did earlier. Strike an arc. In order to get the measure of A and C, set your compass in order to get its measure and transfer it to have an intersection with your point P. Having our point of intersection, let us set variable as O and Q, and we're going to draw a line between P and Q, which is parallel to BC. Basic construction number 8. Partition a segment into n congruent segment. First is to draw an angle and label it as angle A. Get your compass and set its needle on the vertex and strike an R. Do it again on the same side of the ray in order to form a congruent segment. Let's label this as B, C, D, and E. The next thing we do is to draw a line between the points. And then let it F, G, H, and I. So we already have a congruent segment having the same measure. In this construction, we can conclude that line segment AB is congruent to line segment BC, congruent to line segment CD, which is congruent to line segment DE. Basic construction number 9. Divide the segment into a given ratio, both internal and external. First, make an angle and a line parallel to it. Set the needle of the compass on the vertex and strike an arc 3 times. Same measure, strike an arc 2 times on the parallel line. Let's set the point as A, B, C, and D. In order to get the internal divider, let's connect B and C. And we're going to connect B and D to get the external divider, which has a ratio of 3:2.